Let's bring it over to the Blue Couches and welcome in our first guest today. Erica Pavlov is joining us from Erie Events. We're talking 8 Great Tuesdays. It's a long-held summer event that everybody loves.
Yeah, exactly. The countdown is on. We're exactly 7 days away from the first 8 Great Tuesdays of the season. We're kicking it off with the Erie All-Stars, and they'll be playing Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon and some other Pink Floyd fan favorites. As well as opening for them as Reminiscent. They're a Motown group highlighting the 60s and 70s Motown. So we're really excited, especially Erie Events, to take it over this year. It's been really fun so far.
So let's talk about, will there be any changes to what we're used to with 8 Great Tuesdays?
Nope, nothing for the public to be concerned about. Entry is as usual. Anything that you were able to bring in the past, you still can. Your blankets, your chairs, small cooler, maybe a small bag of goodies. But if you don't want to do that too, our concession stands are open. We have tons of vendors, so it's really, there's something for everyone there.
Yeah, lots of options, and it changes each week. It's not the same every single week. It switches up. Is that going to remain the same as well?
Yep, exactly. So our vendors, for the first one, we have E-Dog's Hot Dogs, Connie's Ice Cream, Holy Smokes Barbecue, to name a few. But it's a rotating list of vendors every single week. And our concession stands as well, they are providing alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Those are cashless. However, the vendors do accept cash and card.
And of course, it's free to get in, which is fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah, all that music is free to enjoy and to listen to. And I think it's a great mix to start with the Erie All-Stars, because it's all of your regional, musicians that you know from different bands all getting together to put this together.
Exactly. I mean, in my opinion, they're an Erie supergroup. Everyone that's involved is so incredibly talented, and every show they put on is always great. So we're really excited for that.
What do you do? I mean, I know the answer to this, but when it's rainy or inclement weather, what's the standard for 8 Great Tuesdays when that happens?
Well, 8 Great Tuesdays is rain or shine, but if it's very inclement weather, there are hold-in-place areas that our Director of Security put in place, so you don't have to worry anything about that. But you can bring an umbrella too if it's raining.
So. Do you ever cancel, or do you just go through rain or shine no matter what?
Rain or shine, unless it's serious thunderstorms and lightning, then we do unfortunately have to cancel. Have to call that at some point.
But sometimes you could just kind of risk it. It might rain somewhere, but not other places. We all know how that works, so you might as well head down and give it a try. So again, it kicks off a week from tonight, next Tuesday, the 8th, and it runs through the 26th every Tuesday night.
Every Tuesday night throughout July and August, and we do have free shuttle service provided by the EMTA. So you can do a park and ride service from either the Intermodal or Lincoln Park and Ride, and that begins at 5 p.m. So if you want to get in and get a good seat, get through security, and just enjoy Liberty Park and Great Erie sunsets.
And the view, music starts at 6:30, right?
Correct.
And then wraps up by 9:30. So you really kind of know, like, when it will be done and when to get home if you've got babysitters at home or whatever. It's nice to know when it's going to end.
Yeah, exactly. Each act is about 60 to 90 minutes, given what they're deciding to play. But yeah, Erie Events is really excited to take this on and be able to provide this to Erie County. Any
guesses as to which night will have the highest attendance? Sometimes it's the weather plays into it, but also the band does as well.
Weather plays into it. If it's my guess, it could easily be Turnstiles, a Billy Joel tribute band, or even Elton Ron. So one of those are my guess. But it's unclear right now.
It sounds like a great season, and we're really looking forward to that kicking off again a week from tonight. You can go to erieevents.com if you want to see the full rundown or any other information about Erie Events, but nothing's changing even though you've taken it over from the Port Authority. Nothing's different. You're not doing the clear bags. That's something at the Warner and different places, but it won't be in effect for 8 Great.
Correct. For 8 Great Tuesdays, the Erie Events bag policy is not being enforced. As it was in the past, that's how we're moving forward with security.
All right, Erica, thanks.